Turn the camera on, let it roll. Coming in hot from Columbia, South Carolina, the State House. We were just at our Medical Affairs Committee ad hoc committee for our hemp regulation bill H4628, and this is the regulations for products containing hemp-derived cannabinoids. Boy, is the tide turning, is all I gotta say. Between Schedule 3 2 days ago and then this hearing today, there's only one person in opposition, the Police Association, and again, another example of law enforcement, not just law enforcement, just the opponents in general, just moving the goalposts on what they say is their end-all be-all of what they'll support this. So literally 2 days ago, they were saying as long as cannabis and cannabinoids are a Schedule 1 drug, we are not going to support this. Guess what? Schedule 3. It's going to be a Schedule 3 federally now. So what do they come today and say? Well, as long as these products are not FDA approved, law enforcement does not support these products. Well, alcohol isn't FDA approved, so what are you trying to tell us? Other than that, technically he didn't say he did or did not support the bill, but I think the committee and everyone in there was shocked that all 7 of us hemp business owners and employees were in support of this bill. Everyone, I would say, when I was looking at their faces, they were all like, wow, but we weren't, this is easy. This makes it real easy. So, and for some context, this bill is very similar, but has a little bit different details to it, to our friend Senator Dion Tedder's hemp regulation bill, S-1214, I want to say it is. Again, so the tide's turning. Cannabis is going to be, we'll get to the Schedule 1 to 3 thing later this week with another video on Sunday, but some details with the bill and how this is going to impact you, the consumer. So regular CBD products, you have to be 18 to purchase. Kind of agree with that. Any Delta derivatives, anything like that, you have to be 21. Sure. All right, let's check IDs, just like alcohol. Okay. A thing I don't like about it is you have to be a manufacturer or a store selling it has to be outside of 1,000 feet of a school or a playground. The only reason I don't like that is we're not being held to the same standard. The sale of alcohol is 250 feet, and if we're already checking IDs, why does that matter? And then also, can we be grandfathered in, which is what's on Senator Dion Tedder's bill over in the Senate. Other than that, it's a lot of regulatory framework of testing. So any product sold in South Carolina that's not made by a South Carolina business has to be tested in South Carolina. So this should help weed out all the bad actors in other states that are making cheap products in their garage and selling it to vape shops for pennies on the dollar. So again, this is all about consumer safety, and we are all about safety for you, the consumer. So there's a lot of compliancy labeling, ingredients, don't use while driving, not FDA approved product, don't use while pregnant. And guess what? Carolina Dream, we've already been doing this, and we've been doing this for years. So I'm glad to see that the political framework and regulation is catching up to what we've been doing. I want to give a shout out to MC Nutraceuticals. They had one of their PhDs log on and give a really interesting way to talk about I guess you could say the process of cannabinoids and how they're extracted. So he basically said, and it makes sense, how you make pure CBD, pure Delta 8, pure Delta 9, and all these other things is the same chemical process that cereal companies use, like Kellogg's, to put vitamins into cereal. So you can't knock us on that. So expectations for you. So we're not going to make it by the cutoff. The end of this session ends next week on the 9th on Thursday. So it's not going to be this year. So we're going to be really hitting the ground running with all of our legislators over the summer, leading up until January, to help get this, show them how important this bill is. Like, I walked past a couple of House reps I knew, and he sat there and wrote it down. I told him how I support it. It helps clean things, helps protect South Carolinians, all about it. So expectation next year, 2 years at the latest. So for leading up until then, just know you can always look forward to Carolina Dream, and what we provide as products is safe, friendly, and doing the right thing. So look forward to Sunday's video on scheduling from Schedule 1 to Schedule 3 for cannabis and what that means for us in the state and the nation. As always, from Cannabis, with love. See you Sunday.